Okay, you asked me about a relationship, so again, I'll leave out names and shit like that because you haven't provided me with a email so that I can make it private, but as soon as you do, I'll make it private. But just in case, no names so nobody knows, and you can still view it. I will say this, which I've already said on a number of other videos at this point, that this is your reading, your personal reading, and so I want to make sure that you understand, especially with you being a Scorpio, this time of the year affects you pretty intensely, okay? And there's a lot going on right now, so take that into consideration when you're making the choices that you're making, okay? I'm not saying they're right or wrong one way or the other. I'm letting you know, as I've let everyone else know, that, you know, just from my experience, and what I've observed, and from being awake and things like that, it's just this time of the year tends to affect pretty much everyone the same, okay? So I'm just gonna read what comes through. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what you should leave, like do, if you should leave, if you should stay. I don't do that. I will just tell you what the energies that come through for you. Try to get you some advice and some guidance on your current situation. But I don't tell the future, and I would never tell anybody, you know, what they're supposed to do with their life. Okay, so ultimately the decision is yours, and nothing is set in stone, okay? So, and I'm not saying names out loud for a reason, but I'm thinking about you, baby. Okay, so right out, you get the Seven of Pentacles. All right, potential. It did come out in reverse. It did come out in reverse. So, and then you get the Chariot movement. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Cancer. Doesn't have to be. All right, Chariot's all about movement and willpower. Okay. Page of Pentacles comes out, opportunity. I know, like, you feel like you are missing out on some opportunities, and I know that you feel like you are being presented with an opportunity by someone else, okay? And then the Hangman comes out, and it comes out in reverse, all right? Limbo, all right? So I know, obviously, you're not knowing which way to go. Knight of Wands come out, activity. Now, Knight of Wands is a very lustful, very passionate, very fast moving. This is like a, he's a charmer. He's a smooth talking son of a bitch. That's the Knight of Wands, okay? And you are obviously trying to make a decision about him, and he's presented you with this opportunity, okay? You're wondering if you need to move or not, if you need to move on or not in this situation. Seven of Pentacles, okay, is about potential. It's about really putting in the work. It's about investing, it's like investing, like, time, money. It usually points to finances, but it doesn't always have to. It's any sort of investment in things, okay? Coming out in reverse, to me, always means that you are not going to get out what you think you are going to by putting in. So be very, very careful where you're investing your time and your emotions, baby, because most likely you're not going to get the rewards that you seek, okay, from that situation. order, the king of the ocean. So could be Aries, doesn't have to be, okay? But this is a very controlling, very, the Emperor, or in this deck, the king of the ocean, is like, he controls kingdoms and kings, okay? So he like has all the power. So he's very set, he's very stable, okay? And he doesn't always show the emotion or passion that he should. It doesn't mean he doesn't feel it. It's just that he doesn't show it because he's very balanced, okay? But he's also can be very controlling. And you get the Six of Wands, success, okay? And you get that underneath the movement. So I know that you feel like if you move on, you will feel like you will get the recognition that you have been craving. And recognition comes out after that, the Three of Pentacles, okay, on this opportunity. So it's clear that you're wanting to be recognized. Seven of Cups comes out. It comes out in reverse. Possibilities, okay? This, obviously there's an offer on the table that you're in limbo about. Obviously, I already knew that. And you are dreaming about it. You're thinking about it. I don't know if it's happened more than once, but I think it has. And if it hasn't, you're definitely thinking about entertaining this Knight of Wands again, if you haven't been already. Okay, you're feeling victorious in the situation, all right? There will be some mental clarity that comes out of this, okay? It's possible that you're feeling like the relationship you're in now is a bit controlling. We're not going to take all of that. It's a bit controlling and one-sided, okay? And it may be. What I will say about this Knight of Wands is that there's a right way to go about things and then there's a wrong way. You're at a crossroads, obviously. Obviously. And it's in your head. It's in your head. Do you want to stay? Do you want to go? And you told me that if you left, it wouldn't be with this man, but I think that's not true. Abundance. Queen of the Ocean coming out, and she does come out in reverse, okay? This card comes out for pregnancy, so if you're still able to get pregnant, you better be careful because you're going outside of the relationship. You better be careful if you're able to get pregnant, okay? But also, she's intuitive, she is creative, she is the mother of all things. She can also be very smothering. So you may just feel like you're being smothered right now. You also are having trouble with your own mother, okay? So there's a lot going on with you right now. Six of Cups reflection that you're reflecting on, okay? And this is somebody coming from the past, okay? This is somebody coming up from your past that is giving you the recognition and the opportunities that you think you want or whatever. And I'm not saying no, I'm not saying don't go. But like I said, there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do things. Honesty is the right way. So whether, be honest with everyone involved. I'm not saying you should go and tell him what's happened. I'm not saying you shouldn't though, but be honest with yourself above all, okay? Be honest with yourself. Here, loss, Seven of Swords, and you're going to lose something. You cannot have both of these people. Obviously. You're also dealing heavily with loss right now, so your judgment is a little clouded. You have a lot on your plate, okay? And that's coming underneath the Seven of Cups in this limbo, okay, which also came in reverse, this possibility. Okay, so there's some, I'm going to say back off of the drinking and the drugs And by drugs, I mean anything. And I don't think that weed, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But when you start using anything as a crutch, even food, it becomes something is wrong with it, okay? So I think you need to clear your mind a little bit, okay, as far as this Knight of Wands goes. All right, you are experiencing loss. You're dealing with heavy emotions. You're reflecting on so much right now. There's been people, or at least one person, come up from your past, okay? The World, recognition, it is coming in reverse, okay? So this is a resistance to things to come and endings of cycles, okay? So if it is time to end this, this is lack of closure, okay? You're dealing with lack of closure, and you may never get the closure that you want, okay? You just have to move on. You have to accept that you may never get what you seek as in the situations that you're seeking them in, okay? There's not really a why. There's not, even when you know why, it's like, well, why? Why that why? You know, you can why all day forever. You may never know, and that's okay. The important thing is that you thank the opportunities that you've had with these people and places and things, and you let them go. This just came up in Scorpio's reading also, okay? So it's clear that you're needing closure, okay? It's clear that you've had loss, that you're experiencing loss, okay? But look, what was I just saying? Thank it for what it is and let it go. And this comes underneath the Crossroads. So I feel like there's a part of you also that is not wanting to go because of financial stability. New beginning. The Fool, new beginning. And it comes out underneath the Queen of the Ocean and success and the Chariot. So it's possible that you may need to move on. Not necessarily with this Knight of Wands. But I think that's where you're wanting to be anyways. But even though you told me no, I think that's where you want to be anyways. But there is a new beginning coming, and now it comes out underneath. I'm telling you, if you can still get pregnant, you better fucking be careful. Hope comes out underneath the reflection, but it comes out in reverse. So you're feeling hopeless, all right? And a little bit in the dark. Obviously, it's a secret. Obviously, it's a secret. Justice comes out in reverse because you're lying. You're lying to him. You're lying to yourself. And maybe whether you want to believe it or not, the Page of Wands, the one on the outside making you all these offers, he's lying to you. He's lying to you. And so is the Emperor. They're both lying to you. And you're no better because you're lying to yourself. King of Swords, ambition comes out underneath the World, and the Knight of Wands, ambition. Five of Pentacles comes out, abandonment. Okay, it did come out in reverse. All right. So there's a part of you that's possibly letting go of some of these abandonment issues that you have. Okay, but it also comes out underneath the gratitude, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. So it's like you're not wanting to leave this situation, even though you know he's lying to you and you know he's controlling to some extent. You're not wanting to leave the situation because of finances, and because of abandonment issues you have from childhood, right from the get, that you're still battling. Okay, but that's not a reason to stay. And this other, This other guy is not a reason to stay either. In the end, you have to do what's right for you and your babies, okay? The Hermit comes out, contemplation. Okay, so you're possibly isolating yourself a little bit, or maybe you need to look within. It's possible that you're ignoring your intuition and things that are coming from within, okay? And obviously the Ten of Cups completion comes out, but this has to do with the family, okay? This has to do with a emotional fulfillment, okay? And it comes out underneath this recognition, this person from the past, okay, coming up and presenting you with these opportunities and these choices, this advance that's been made and acted upon at least once, possibly more than once, and it's definitely been thought out. There's been communication here. There's been definite communication here, but he's lying. They're both lying. All three of you are fucking lying. All three of you are lying. Let's pull one more. One more from this deck and we'll go to a different deck. And you're all lying to each other. What are y'all doing? Reward, Four of Wands, reward comes out, but it comes out in reverse. Okay, so be careful. Be careful where you are making these investments, okay? You may not get the reward that you think you're going to get, okay? The Seven of Pentacles, and it comes out in reverse. Remember I told you you're investing in things that you're not going to get the reward you think you're going to get from either of these. You're not going to get what you want out of either of these situations. Because none of you are being honest. None of you are being honest. Damn. I almost want to say don't even feel bad about what the fuck you're doing. But at the same time, you should feel bad because you shouldn't do it just because other people are... Oh man, this is so fucked up, dude. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. That's life. Okay. But yeah, the Hermit. Where's the card? Oh, okay, yeah, the reward, the Four of Wands. Okay, so there's definitely a breakdown in communication here. Okay, there's a breakdown in communication here, and also the engagement in what's been going on, the offer that's been put on the table. Okay, for you, it's distorted. Okay, it's imbalanced. It's not, because he's lying. He's lying. He's not being real. And you're not being real. And the other, let's pull from a different deck. And somehow, I don't think you needed me to tell you any of this, baby. I think you know all of this. Let's pull from the Love Oracle. I think that's what it's called. I can never remember. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally, okay? And like I said in the other one, there's somebody that's controlling the situation or trying to control or sort of smothering and is controlling to an extent, okay? But the situation needs to unfold naturally. I don't know how natural it could unfold with what's already gone down, but I mean, it's going to do what it's going to do. That's for sure. But if you're trying to make something go a certain way, in your, like in your favor. It's going to work out the way that it needs to work out. Everything that's done in the dark comes to the light. Everything, even what you're doing. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Obviously, there's children involved. That's one of the reasons you don't want to leave, and that's that financial security I was talking about. That is the main reason. It's not because of this true unconditional love that this is your soulmate and this and that. No, it has nothing to do with that. You got babies to think about, and you're in a secure situation, and that is why you don't want to take that leap. Which I'm hoping if you do take the leap, because I'm not saying don't, but if you do, I hope that it's not with that other person, because he's lying as well. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, but we already knew that, didn't we? I will say this, I don't think that there are any accidents and there are no coincidences. So whatever's happened was supposed to happen, okay? And it is to awaken something inside of you, okay? So don't ignore what's happened, and don't think that you just fucked up and it was all for no reason, okay? Because there's a reason. There's always a reason. There's always something to take. There's always a lesson to be had, okay? There's always growth. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Well, you've already done that. You've already done that. Okay, we'll pull one more. Oh, we're not taking all of that, but the one that popped up at the top. Someone from your past is returning to your life, but we already knew that, didn't we? We already knew that. Let's try to get you some advice. You know I'm always here if you need to talk. But it's just a tough situation. It's a tough situation. And on its own, it would be tough, but you're dealing with so much at the same time. And don't ever feel like you're alone or you don't have anybody, because I know that I am never alone. What was I just... Rewind that shit if you didn't see how that just went down. You cannot make this shit up, okay? Don't ever think that you're alone, alright? Because we're all connected. We are all connected, alright? And you are never alone. If nobody else, you have me. You know my number. You have a million ways to get a hold of me. And yes, needs to go back to God. You need to go back to your Creator. You need to go back to the Most High. I don't give a fuck what you think you've done wrong or this and that. The universe does not give a fuck about that. Sin is like, okay, yeah, whatever. I mean, we do wrong, whatever. Did you learn from it? Are you a better person for it? Would you do it again? Did you do it intentionally? Where's your heart at? Okay, these are the things you need to be asking yourself. Yes, needs to go back to the Most High, okay? And you are never alone, all right? You are never alone. And in all of this that you're going through right now, I'm not saying that prayer will make it go away, but you can be given inner peace by a higher power that no one else can give you until you can figure this shit out on your own. Okay, and you don't have to believe me, but that's real. That's real. Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially if you want to go. If you want to go, if you don't want to be in that situation anymore, you do not have to. okay? And you will be provided if that is what's truly, if you're sincere in your heart, okay? And that's what's meant for you, and that's the true path, and you're being honest, and you're being true. You will be provided for, baby. You will be. And I swear, I just said this in a different reading. I feel like a lot of people are dealing with this right now. Relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Exactly. Don't be with no low vibrational shit anymore, okay? Not with either party that's involved, okay? You need to be with the ones that serve your higher good. Y'all need to be serving each other's higher good, okay? This is bigger than us, okay? At some point, it has to be about more than just you, okay? And you're raising babies. You're raising babies. So you need long-lasting, healthy relationships, okay? And that's not just romantic relationships. That's all relationships. That's friends. So if you got friends that are on some fucking hoe shit, bye. Bye. Let them go, baby. Let them go. We'll pull one more. Oh. Okay. We're just going to take the top one. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay, that is all I have for you right now, but I love you, and like I said, you know, I'm a phone call or a text or a message or whatever away. Like I said, you have a million ways to get a hold of me. So that was your reading. I hope you got something out of it, and I love you.